Hallöchen. Da bin ich wieder. Mal wieder da. Und wir fangen heute mit Star Trek Online an. Im Sci-Fi-Mittwoch. Ich bin sehr gespannt, wie es wird. Ich werde einen Klingonen spielen. Das ist die Frage, was für ein. Nehmen wir den. Ich muss kurz noch was gucken. So. Ich finde, der sieht gut aus. Kapanuk. Der klingt gut. Geschäftsname lassen wir erstmal. Uff geht's.
Second officer aboard a Klingon bird of prey, currently in charge of the Night Watch. You are in command of the ship, while Captain Chernik and First Officer Taran are off duty. Your shift nears its end. Third Officer Lieutenant Kagan would like to have a word with you before you leave the bridge. People you can interact with have
The end of the shift is near, at last. I have updated the duty logs. Not that there was a lot to report. Still, we have our duties. You will need to approve the logs before the captain arrives. Unless you are fond of cleaning up after his tar. The logs are up on my station now. Use it to transfer them into the record of battle. Battle. The only battle we face is against the forces of boredom. We are warriors of the Empire. We should be finding glory against Starfleet in honorable combat, not flying through empty space.
Schon sehr lange her, dass ich mal einen Klingonen gespielt habe.
You have completed a task by approving the duty logs.
Sehr, sehr lange her.
I hope the logs didn't bore you too much. I almost fell asleep writing them. If you'd like something more entertaining, I've made some adjustments to the standard disruptor training program on the holodeck. I think you'll find them interesting. Captain on the bridge.
Approach the captain.
Captain on the bridge.
Look, Nest. I see you and Kagan kept my ship from blowing up during your watch. Kalis would be proud. I relieve you. Return in 6 hours, Lieutenant. You are dismissed.
Okidoki. Ab jeder oder Peter.
Proceed down the hall to the holodeck controls.
Oh, diese geht mir
Your
so
mission
Kranz.
shows you where your objective
Ja, will ich nicht. Muss mal kurz gucken, ob ich das irgendwie ausstellen kann. Achso, ich wollte ja gucken, ob
The
ich...
training program is ready. You may enter now.
Ja, du gehst mir jetzt mal nicht auf den Sack, Hinweise aus. Interieur von der Galaxy-Klasse, finde ich auch cool. Ha, ein Schuss. Ein Schuss und weg. Ha, ein Schuss und weg. Auch schade. Das Brett. Etwas später.
You're like the Sigma. We're ready to receive your prisoner.
Acknowledged. We're beaming the piece of Bachtalk to you, now. I recommend you muzzle him. The sound of his voice is irritating.
If he irritates me, I will feed him to my favorite targ, piece by piece.
Kapla, you're alive. This is First Officer Duran. We have sustained damage from a surprise attack. I need you performing damage control to get this ship back in action.
Jawohl, mein Meister. Hat erstmal eine Galaxy-Klasse angegriffen. Heilige Makrele.
Whatever you did down there, it's working.
Here is the situation. We took custody of a Federation prisoner from the IKS Segpa. Almost immediately after transport, a Starfleet cruiser showed up and attacked. We took some severe damage, but we were able to get our shields up before they could beam over. They've launched shuttles and have boarded the ships on the lower decks. Our security teams are tied up all over the ship, so I need your help securing the lower deck. Grab a rifle from the armory locker and then make your way to the lower decks. I don't know how they were able to enter our shuttle bay, so check the bodies for anything that can give us a clue as to how they were able to board us. One or two of them might be carrying something useful.
Interact with the
Alles Klärchen, Popärchen. Nehmen wir hier das Butlet noch nebenbei mit. Jetzt kämpfe ich auch noch gegen Sternflotte. Da scheint die Tür zu gehen. Sah aus wie eine Wand.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Bleib stehen, du Trottel.
Jurlik. I have the prisoner you seek, and I do not wish to be captured or killed. I will permit your boarding shuttles to land on my ship in exchange for my release once you have the prisoner. My crew must never learn of this, so arm your boarding parties and expect resistance once you board.
You recovered that message from the Federation porters? My suspicions about our Pataka the captain have been confirmed. I've seen signs of Jurlik's cowardice and incompetence for months now, but finally, this is the proof I need to challenge him. I see that you are near the brig. I want you to talk to the Federation prisoner there. Find out why he is so valuable. And then report back directly to me. Kapla!
Kapla. Ein Schuss war er weg.
The prisoner is still here. Starfleet's rescue attempt has failed.
Das sah aus wie Sektion 31.
Something on your mind, second officer? You do know your captain's a traitor, right? And now two of you know. That's a start. Tell me, does Duran know about Jurlik's dishonor as well? Well then, I'm guessing you'll be first officer before too long. Can't imagine Duran letting something like that slide.
How do you know so much about our crew, Starfleet?
It's my business to know things. If I were you, I'd check in with soon-to-be Captain Duran. She'll probably want to talk about your promotion.
I'm afraid First Officer Duran is indisposed. Permanently. Report to the bridge at once. Unless you wish to join her in Stovokor.
Well, I was half right. Congratulations on your promotion, First Officer.
Oh ja, die Klingonen, die killen sich ja immer gegenseitig. Oh, scheiße, jetzt habe ich es ja gemacht. Rein theoretisch müsste ich jetzt den Captain killen, weil dann bin ich Captain. Ich die da jetzt noch? Schade.
It took you long enough. Take your station. We have work to do if we are to survive. Well, what are you waiting for? The blessing of Kalis? Do as you're told, or I will find someone who will. Oh, you stand for the crew, eh? You think you can kill me and take my command? Duran was a better warrior than you, and she now sings in Stovokor. You will fare no better, whelp. Think, we fight a war we cannot win. Not even Tukuzma could defeat the Federation, and they were far weaker then. Why should we die for Jimpock's folly? Young fool! I plan on living a long and prosperous life. I give you one last chance. Stand down, or your corpse will be cooling on the deck next to Duran. As you wish. I've killed one hero today. Why not litter the deck with the body of another? Draw your weapon and...
Enemy communications ending. Shield losing power.
gesagt habe, kämpfen, töten, selber Captain werden.
Ha! Well fought! An honorable victory! Under Imperial law, you are now the captain. I will enter the change of command into the record of battle. I am Kagan, son of Kerr. I now take my place as first officer. I serve the captain, but I stand for the crew. Engines and shields are online, sir. Engineering expects to restore our weapons soon. Cloaking device may take a bit longer, however.
Ja.
The Starfleet vessels that attacked us are still in the area, and the Segpa is moving to engage them in battle. There is glory to be found there. What are your orders, Captain?
Congratulations, warrior.
Warrior.
Hier ist das. Hier ist das. Na dann. Ha.
Captain, there is no sign of the Segpa on scanners. We do not know if the Feds destroyed her, but I suggest we not worry about that just yet. Engines and shields are operational, but we need Iridium to facilitate immediate repairs to other systems, and our Iridium stores were lost in the ambush. Fortunately, there are some asteroids in the vicinity that might have what we need.
Increase your speed.
Gut. Mache ich erstmal meinen Standard, alles auf Waffen. Gehen wir ein bisschen Danov und dann gehen wir ein bisschen Danov. So, das ist zu viel. So. Geht oder Peter?
Helm, full stop! Captain, I recommend we use the scanners to see if this contains any Iridium. No Iridium on the scanners, but that nearby asteroid field may have what we need. Captain, I recommend using full impulse to reach the asteroid field.
Mal gucken. Klassisch klingonisch. Haha. Ja, jetzt kann ich auch auf vollen Kurs gehen. Sehr fein. Jetzt dauert es ja ewig, schon 3 Tage.
Helm, full stop! Captain, I stopped the ship this time, but from now on you'll be responsible for controlling the speed of the ship. We have found several asteroids that contain Iridium. Weapons are back online. Mashka, we found some Iridium. Captain, I'm picking up a Starfleet distress signal. Seems that a frigate looking for us took a hit in a nearby asteroid field. They are disabled. They won't be out of action for long. What are your orders, Captain? have determined the location of the ships that are jamming us, however. We should eliminate them so we can continue our search for the Segpa. It will be a tough fight, but the crew hungers for battle. I think we're up for the challenge. Your orders, Captain?
Ich schalte doch jetzt keine Tarnvorrichtung ein. Na komm, Reichweite auf.
Jamming effect neutralized. We are clear to resume our search for the Segpa, Captain. Your orders?
This is Captain Kagdar of the IKS Segpa. Where is Captain Jurlik? Ah, finally! That miserable Toba has been a blight for far too long. Congratulations. May you bring glory to your ship and your house. Speaking of which, do you want to join our fight against this Federation Batak? My long-range comms are down, so I cannot notify High Command of the situation.
Communications officer, make a report to command. Give them our coordinates. Tell them we are moving to assist the Segpa in battle. Captain, the Starfleet vessel is hailing us. Do you wish to...
This is the Federation ship USS Musashi hailing incoming Klingon vessel. Captain Jurlik, what are you... Wait. Where is Captain Jurlik? Well then, I assume you realize how outgunned you are? I'll cut you the same deal I had with Jurlik. Give us your prisoner, and we'll let you escape. And live to
Captain,
fight another
Klingon
day.
Defense Force
Failure to comply means we'll
warping
disable
in.
your ship and take the prisoner by force.
It looks like Starfleet wants a fight. Shall we give them one, Captain?
You're making a huge mistake.
Going to stay here while repairs are underway. But you need to get that Federation prisoner to Kronos immediately. High Command is expecting him. You probably want to space him by now. I know I did. But that would be a career-ending move for you. Just get him to Kronos.
Congratulations, warrior.
Kronos, die
Congratulations! We've captured him many times, but no one has ever actually gotten him as far as Kronos before he escaped. He's quite the prize. Beam him down directly to the prison here in First City, and we'll make arrangements for the prisoner transfer. Kronos prison facility out. The prisoner has been received.
Sehr gut. Dann beamen wir auch mal runter.
The prisoner has been received and muzzled. Typical human, in love with the sound of his own voice. Oh, some stuffy bureaucrat tried to reach you here. Word about your promotion has traveled fast, it seems. I suggest you present yourself to the High Council and get the formalities out of the way.
Ja, dann wollen wir mal.
There he is. The hero that brought us a Federation prisoner. The warrior who saved the Segpa. The rightful heir of a starship by right of personal combat. You have done well to start your career. I will be keeping an eye on you and your progress. Now, before you go flying off to find your adventure, there is the matter of your duties as a captain in the Klingon Defense Force. First off, there is the matter of Lieutenant Doran's husband, her Parmach. It is your duty to inform him of her death, as you are now her superior officer, even in death.
We will find Chagrin, Doran's Parmach, working at the exchange.
Sollte der ihrem Ehemann jetzt Bescheid sagen, warum soll ich jetzt zur Tauschbörse?
Greetings! I am Farm, a fully certified banker and financial investor. What can I help you with today? Chagrin. Oh, right. He's one of the maintenance engineers. Make sure the exchange computers are up and running. Last I knew, he was running diagnostics in the warehouse, located in the back of the exchange.
Das sagt alles.
One more thing. As a first-time visitor to this exchange, you've qualified for a free sample of our fine merchandise. You won't find better quality anywhere on Kronos, Warrior. If you like it, feel free to come back. Like the Grand Nagus always says, the only thing better than a first-time customer is a repeat customer.
Ah ja. Naja, wenn das so ist. Dann machen wir das doch mal so.
Nausicaan smugglers. They must have known I was all alone in here. Ambushed me. They're pirates, robbing the exchange. Someone must stop them. I'm too injured to...
Ja, auf geht's. Nausikaner killen. Boom. Hallo? Hallo? Und du auch umfallen. doch aus nächster Nähe da. Schade. Hallo? Fehlt noch einer. Also noch zwei. Drei sogar noch. Jetzt sind sie alle tot. Tot. Muss ich aber erstmal gucken. Glaube ich dem mal den Brustpreis.
You fight well. You've given me time to recover my strength. But now I must find Mazarog and put an end to that miserable Takek's treachery.
Well, tell the truth. Who am I?
Mazarog! You're nothing but a smuggling Yinta!
No. Wrong as always. I'm the one who's going to kill you. You will never let this prey escape.
Oops.
You dare to challenge a warrior of the Empire?
Au. Ey, lass mich los. Komm. Och man, ich wollte den letzten Schuss machen. Klingone mit dem Phaser, Scharfschützengewehr. Na gut, da kann die Doppelpistole behalten.
You said you had something to tell me. I understand. She was a true warrior. Tell me, exactly how did she die? It is good you were able to avenge her death, but she failed. I will not have Doran denied entrance to Stovokor because she died at the hands of a traitor. If you would have me, I would join your crew and fight by your side in her name. My talents as an engineer are wasted here in these warehouses. Let me battle worthy foes! You will be a captain worthy of my service. We are being
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
prison ward. Something I should know about.
Der. Ach, Sturmwaffe. So, warte mal. Jetzt habe ich hier das. Ach Quatsch. Achso, hier war das. Ne, befördern kann ich noch niemanden. Das ist ja klar. Veredeln.
That prisoner you dropped off escaped with the help of two accomplices. One was a male Orion and the other a Nausicaan. The Orion caused a commotion, filing a complaint regarding a prisoner transfer that never occurred, and then kept shouting until he managed to distract the entire room.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, the Nausicaan made his way into the cell block and shorted out the force field controls. Cameras caught him equipping our Federation prisoner with a holo-emitter disguise. The three then escaped into the city in the aftermath.
Yeah.
Security cameras caught the trio heading north before they were lost in the crowd. You are to search there for any witnesses that may lead us to their hiding location. I don't care what this prisoner knows. He's been more trouble than his value to intelligence. If he happens to die during capture, there will not be an inquiry.
Ja, war ja so klar.
I think I know where we can start looking for the criminals. The Chamber of Judgment is nearby, close to the Lake of Fire. An old judge I know likes to sit near the lake between trials. He might have seen something, and he's no friend to criminals. If he saw them, he will be happy to bring them to justice. The Lake of Fire is just outside of the exchange. With luck, the judge will be there.
Ja, dann auf geht oder wieder. Lol. Lol. Oh. Entschuldigung.
Looks next. If you come to try and curry my favor in the courtroom, you're wasting your time and risking my wrath. Curious. I did see such a trio recently, but thought little of it. On reflection, the human was garbed in a heavy cloak, perhaps to conceal his prison uniform. Indeed, they headed north, then west. They may have sought one of the tailors there to acquire new clothes to disguise themselves.
Head west from the courtyard and down the stairs to the tailor.
Ja, ich würde meine Uniform vielleicht so lassen. Mal gucken.
The stranger with the Orion and Nausicaan? Yes, they were just here. They made a quick purchase and then made their way to the bar to the west. Speaking of new clothes, I could outfit you and your crew in the latest in Klingon fashion for the right price. Come see me anytime.
Mal gucken, was man hier noch so ändern kann. Das ist Discovery. Ja, ich glaube, Discovery gefällt mir gerade hier so ein bisschen am besten. Obwohl, was haben wir hier? Ne. Oh, verdammt. Ruf mal. Ah. Mm. So. Back. Ist doch das hier, gell? Ach, Quatsch. Das wird ein Krieger. Ho, 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 ho. Ja, ja, warum nicht? Oh ja. Was haben wir hier? Was kann man hier alles machen? Nee, das mit den Spitzen gefällt mir schon ganz gut. Ja. Ja, ja. Also das sind jetzt die Schuhe. Nee, die sollen dann schon richtig. Oh Gottes Willen. Warte mal. Bleib mal bei dem. Das bleibt bei dem. Aber die Stiefel, die kann man eigentlich auch lassen. Das war eine Hose. Nee, das bleibt beim klingonischen Krieger. Ah, kann man so lassen. Jetzt will ich mal noch gucken. Ja, ist doch jetzt gerade ungünstig, aber halt nee. Das wäre die richtige, oder? Ja, dann mache ich gleich alles so. Ähm. So. Kord. Der gute Kord.
What can I get you? Ah, yes, them. They asked about another Orion. A fixer named Garrod, then headed downstairs. Syndicate business, I'm guessing. Anyway, their business, not mine.
So. Halt. Was ist denn da jetzt? Ach so. Ach nee. Ach Mann. Da geht's ja lang. Hat ja auch gesagt unten.
Stranger, an Orion, and a Nausicaa. Reminds me of a joke I heard. Well, then again, perhaps this isn't the time for such things. You know, I did see such a group. They went into the back rooms, right over there.
Genau so sieht's aus.
Always happy to help warriors of the Empire with anything they might need. Good hunting.
So. Warum steht hier schon medizinischer Generator?
That is a suspiciously new console for an old building.
Hier die. Ruf das Brett. Das ist doch Sternflottentechnologie. Oh my goodness. Ja, wir sind ja auch Sternflottenagenten hier, also das kennen wir noch. Für Sternflottentechnologie ist.
Looks like the spies have set incendiary devices to cover their tracks. We should disable these in case they're set to ignite later.
Bombe!
Let's resume our search for the human criminal. That room in the back looks like a good place to start.
Komm, mach's Brett aus.
You're too late. You may have defused the bombs, but your quarry is long gone.
Große Klappe nicht dahinter.
KDF security is on their way.
Sag ich doch.
They can
Muss
take
aber
this
nichts sagen.
Bachtalk to the infirmary.
Winkt der noch. Was ein Vogel.
According to the logs, the last transport was to the shipyard in orbit above Kronos. If we don't hurry, our prisoner could easily secure passage out of the system. I recommend we go to the shipyard at once.
Das war
We
ja
need to
mal
make our way to
gerade
the transporter pad to beam to the shipyard, Captain.
schon unterwegs. Macht er noch einer Winke Winke. Und er wird sein blaues Wunder noch erleben, ey. So, beamen wir uns mal zur Schiffswerft. Energie. Und tschüss. Gleich, mit dem rede ich gleich. Ich will erstmal gucken. Lucky machen. Schickimicki.
You interested in buying a slightly used ship? Oh yes, just minutes ago. I sold him a shuttle. He seemed in a rush to leave. Didn't think anything of it. I assume he's wanted by the KDF? Lucky for you, I kept a copy of the transponder code of the shuttle he just bought. And I will give it to you at no charge. In fact, since you're going after such a dangerous fugitive, let me throw in this technical manual. The spec should help your tactical officer to be able to eke some better performance out of your ship. Just to show you which side I'm on. Kapla! And glory to the Empire, right?
Captain, we found the transponder signal. Standing by to beam you aboard and begin pursuit.
Na dann. Auf und davon. Wie es so schön heißt. Wo ist er?
I'm disappointed he was able to get off Kronos. Very
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Skills will increase your effectiveness in both space combat.
So, da haben wir ja. Oh, ich hab doch den Kack ausgemacht. Hinweise aus, warum kommen jetzt trotzdem Hinweise? Was denn der Kack?
From the heart of Kronos to the frozen wastes of Ruripenthe, Klingons have built an empire that values strength, honor, and skill in combat. To be Klingon is to be a warrior. Fight well, live with honor, die with a blade in your hand. If you can do these things, you will live forever in the stories and songs of the Empire.
Ha. Zwar kein Wort verstanden, aber wird schon so richtig sein. Halt, das wollte ich jetzt gerade nicht. Das wollte ich. Da gibt's aber viel. Lehrbücher nicht benutzen. Merkwürdig. Kann ich die recyceln? Auch nicht. Keine Ahnung. Das ist ja wie gesagt das erste Mal, dass ich jetzt hier in Klingon, was heißt das erste Mal? Es ist verdammt lange her, dass ich in Klingon gespielt habe. Kann ich da nicht schneller hin? Nicht ganz Dachzeit. Man muss das ja nicht alles in die Länge ziehen hier.
On the front lines of the Klingon Federation war, brave captains from both sides battle to defend their homes and gain advantages for their faction. Each death has meaning, every victory can turn the tide. These are the conflicts that will determine the fate of the quadrant.
Ja, die habe ich, oder habe ich die hier schon abgeholt? Das ist ja nicht mein erster Char, ich habe ja noch einen Föderationsdrill. Und da habe ich die schon geholt gehabt. Ich weiß nicht, ob man die hier auch nochmal holen muss oder holen kann oder wie auch immer. Nee, die habe ich ja noch gar nicht geholt. Ah, okay. So. Gucken, wie weit wir heute kommen. Boah, diese Ladezeiten, ey. Manchmal geht's schnell, manchmal geht's langsam.
Captain, the warp trail ends here. What are your orders? Captain, we've begun the scans. We'll start at a range of 5 kilocalories and work our way out from there.
Captain, I recommend modifying the navigational beacons in this system to amplify our efforts in locating the prison. Beacon modified. Nothing yet. We should modify another beacon.
Schon geil aus.
Got it. Establishing a communication link now.
You? I am impressed. I thought Doran was the right choice for command, but apparently even I can be wrong. The KDF will do well with you in their ranks. You have the tenacity of a rabid targ. As much as I might deserve to rot in a Klingon jail cell and be interrogated to within an inch of my life on a daily basis, I have unfinished business. It's time I was going. I don't doubt that you would. However, I always have an escape plan. I've planted a tiny subroutine in all Starfleet computers. If any vessel arrives in the Boreth system, their sensors will pick up distress beacons from dozens of destroyed Starfleet starships. In addition, when we started this conversation, I sent out a few false maydays from these phantom vessels. Ships are already responding. You've proven yourself to be a skilled warrior already.
So I'm sure you know that Kayla said it was acceptable to lose a battle to save an empire. Or a ship. I suggest you leave before Starfleet arrives.
Captain, we're being hailed by one of the Starfleet vessels.
Oops.
Klingon bird of prey, power down your weapons and shields, and prepare to be boarded. Our sensors are detecting several Federation distress beacons in this area. This trap is obviously your handiwork. Surrender now, or we will be forced to open fire. The beacons are as plain as... curious. They are no longer transmitting. Engineering, run a level 3 diagnostic on the sensors. I extend my apologies. We did not intend to violate Klingon space. We will be leaving now, if you will allow it.
Armbeugen raus. Ja. Ganz nix, la 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 la.
There's another contact on the scanners. Only the ships did Starfleet have in our sector.
Noch mehr? Boah.
Ready to leave the system on your
Raus hier.
It is unfortunate that the prisoner has eluded your search. That said, you did uncover a Federation spy nest in the heart of First City. We've deciphered their infiltration techniques and are cracking down on their spy network within the Empire. One of my prison guards was impressed with your tenacity. and asked to be reassigned to your crew, you would be wise to accept it. There is
Congratulations,
work to do.
Lieutenant.
We have identified the Federation prisoner you've been chasing. His name is Franklin Drake. Some of our sources say he's a Starfleet intelligence agent, but there are hints that he's much more. From what I can tell, he's not part of the normal chain of command. Previously, we didn't have any images or genetic samples from him, which is why he was so hard to identify. Now, we'll be on him the second he shows his face again. We already have a lead for you to follow. Records indicate a Klingon shuttle entered space above the Rurapenthe penal colony. That system is restricted, and there was no traffic scheduled for today. You are authorized by the High Council to approach the system and determine if Drake is there. Bring him back alive, if you can.
Na, aber sicher doch. Gibt's denn Torpedos?
There is work to do.
Schlecht, er spricht. Das war das, das war das. Das, bessere Schilder, besserer Warp-Antrieb. So. Dann flieg mal dahin. In der Zwischenzeit mache ich mir eine Zigarette. Dafür ist es gut, wenn man so langsam in Anführungsstrichen fliegen kann. Jetzt können wir aber trotzdem mal auf Transwarp gehen. Rein da ins System. Und es dauert wieder so lange. Oh Mann.
This is Warden Katak of the Rurapenthe penal colony. You do not have authorization to land. Turn back now. Any attempt to violate our security perimeter will be met with force.
Our authorization comes from Chancellor Jimpak himself. It is unwise to stand in the way of his representatives. Unless, of course, you'd like to become a resident of your own prison.
My apologies, Kalekanes. I am honored to meet you. What do representatives of the High Council seek at Rurapente? There are no Federation corps on Rurapente. Are you aware enemies of the Empire should be killed, not fed and coddled like infants?
It appears the spy is as good at getting into prisons as he is at escaping them. Check your sensor logs, Warden. He is here, somewhere.
Our security logs are checked every quarter hour as per regulations. There have been no transfers in or out of the colony within the last day. Only 2 ships have entered the system today. Yours and a Klingon shuttle. The shuttle left the system hours ago. You are still here.
Ich bin da gerade erst angekommen.
Your arrogance is tiresome, Warden. Produce your sensor logs at once.
Our logs clearly indicate the shuttle left the system hours ago. And there have been no transfers. All prisoners in this colony are either accounted for or dead. Your trail has gone cold.
Ready to beam down on your command, Captain. There is a magnetic field covering the entire penal colony to prevent prisoners from escaping via transporter. We'll have to beam down to the outskirts of the magnetic field and walk to the entrance.
Na, wollen wir mal.
Halt! Where do you think you are going? You may have crossed the magnetic shield, but your visit is unannounced, and you will follow protocol. No one simply wanders around this prison. I will escort you to the warden. You will follow me. Warden, the visitors are here.
I can see them, Rogar. Your presence here is unnecessary. The only Federation citizens on Rurapente are frozen into the ice. But don't let me dissuade you from your manhunt. My guards will stay where they are. If there was a breach, it would have tripped the alarms. Our security system is quite advanced. This is a prison, after all. But please, examine the security system for yourself. You refuse to accept the word of the prison's warden, that is. You dare to question the honor of a warrior of the House of Torg? You may be representatives of Gempak. You'll taste my blade if you insult me again. Go, see for yourselves. You'll only find the Padak dumped here to rot.
Oh.
Follow me to the general holding area. Take one of the jackal mastiffs with you to sniff out treachery. Interrogate the prisoners, Captain. One of them may have spotted the fugitive.
Oh, ich hasse Leuten immer zu folgen, die laufen immer so langsam.
I ain't seen nothing, and I don't know nothing.
The bumpheads kick humans out on the ice with lands.
I don't know. Does the human have any food?
Da Mensch was zu essen.
Ain't no humans down here, Chief. Leave me alone.
Ja. Sogar verregelt hier.
Someone is following you, Captain. Turn around.
None of these prisoners will help you. They can sense danger far better than you can. And they know the risks of getting involved in a fight that's not theirs.
Because I'm not a Batak like the Warden and his cousin. Have you asked yourself, why would a human come to Rurapente? The human is here to extract a prisoner. There are no other alternatives. If he was coming to kill someone, then he's a Koch. All he needed to do was wait. Everyone sent to this hole dies. Most are dead within a year. Are you questioning my honor? If you think you're safe because you hold a weapon, you're mistaken. The only thing standing between you and a cold grave is my patience. Someday I'll teach you a lesson for testing my resolve. The human is here, but it is a complicated situation. You must do exactly as I say. We are surrounded by enemies, and you will need my help to survive. The only crime I've committed was thinking there could be peace between the great houses. And all you need to know is that I am a Klingon warrior with the information you need. Follow me, and I will take you to the one the prisoners call the World. The World is over by the mine entrance.
Ja, der läuft wenigstens schneller. Aber die wollen trotzdem. Oh.
There you are. I was wondering if I'd lost you.
Don't try to play coy with us. You have the subterfuge skills of a wounded tar. Did you think no one here would notice a new prisoner? Or that no one would notice when you tampered with the air exchangers?
I see you found a new friend. Look, if I had the time to explain, I would. But I'm on a tight schedule, and you took your time getting here. If you want to know what's really going on, you'll have to ask your new friend. I need to be going.
Follow him! He's running for the surface!
Enemy target.
Du jetzt ja nicht alle killen. Bin zu blöde. Nur die, die mir im Weg stehen. Das Ausfallschritt oder was? Wo haben die Gefangenen alle ihre Waffen her? Du eigentlich gar keinen Arm. Komm, lauf. mein Waffensound weg. Ah, da ist er wieder.
Hurry! We have to stop him! The worm has slithered to the surface. We need to stop him before he can reach the edge of the magnetic shield. I promise that I'll explain everything once we track him down. The human is trying to cross the ice. We need to hurry before he gets outside the magnetic shield. In that case, we don't have any time to waste. It will be difficult to track his movements in this flurry.
Und jetzt geht's wieder langsam voran. Oh ja, da kriege ich gleich wieder Lust, Star Trek 6 zu gucken.
Those were wild jackals. Keep a lookout for more.
Die Kanadier hätten sich auch sparen können.
How can they survive on the surface? They must feed on the corpses of dead prisoners. Kenta, you said you would explain why you were thrown into Rura Pente. I am a diplomat. My peaceful words were called treason. How can there be peace? We are at war! You've clearly never read the works of Chancellor Gorgon.
Oh.
Now, let me ask you a question. How can we win a war if we can't stop fighting one another? Honor must be upheld.
Ja. Die Ehre muss erhalten bleiben, da hat er wohl recht.
The words of a warrior. Still, killing one another for honor blinds us to greater threats.
Ich sehe schon kaum, dass da gleich noch irgendwo Viecher rankommen.
There he is!
Impressive. Your determination is commendable. There's more at stake here than dealing with a lone human on a mission of mercy. In fact, our intelligence says you have very little time left to act. Our friend here discovered that one of the great houses is plotting against the Empire. He's correct, but his curiosity cost him. Now you and Kemtar, will both have a chance for glory. Kemtar, your father still has friends in the Federation. They believe he's in great danger. I recommend a trip to the Vor system. There you'll find out just how big of a mess you're in, and find the proof that Worf will want.
I don't. He and I have never met. But as I told you, the story is complicated. What you need to know is that he speaks the truth. There is a plot against the Empire, and it is not the Federation's doing. Our true enemies are closer than we realize.
If we want to protect our people, we must go to the Vor system and see what is there.
I don't care if you trust me. Kemtar, tell your father that obligations have been met. Only you can decide how you'll deal with the greater threat.
The only threat you should be worried about is me.
Kommt ihn jetzt her?
You're a miserable Karut. Not only have you broken Penal Colony protocol, but you've meddled in the affairs of House Torg. I don't care if Kemtar is innocent. We were paid a great deal of latinum to keep this piece of Bakhtach locked up. He's not leaving here, and neither are you.
That's my cue to exit. Good luck.
Das hatte ich jetzt nicht gedacht. Ja, voll in den Berg rein, Alter.
If Rogaz can find us, we can expect more guards soon.
We can't get a lock
Och,
on your
Mann.
position, Captain.
Ich wollte doch einfach nur die Gegenstände hier aufnehmen.
You must have a ship in orbit. We should beam up as soon as possible and discuss what has happened.
We read you, Captain. What are your orders? We can't get a lock on your position, Captain. You must still be within range of the magnetic field. We will bring the ship down to the surface to pick you up, Captain.
If we head for higher ground, it will be easier for your ship to locate us. Look up ahead. The Warden and the guards are approaching.
You dishonorable dog! When the High Council hears what Jempak's representatives have done here today, they will order your immediate execution! Enough to keep us warm long after you're dead. We get paid whether Kemtar lives or dies. So before I kill you, I'll offer you the coward's choice of surrender. What am I forgetting, Tosha?
Getting end.
Drake said we should go to the Vor system. What would we possibly find? Whatever is there, it is a threat to the Klingon Empire. We must find evidence to show the Council.
Transporter room is standing by, Captain. We're ready to bring you aboard at your command.
Das war mal geil.
Your report on Warden Kratak and the prison.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
During my time as ambassador, I uncovered evidence that one of the great houses has been corrupted by a foreign influence and is plotting against the Empire. I was thrown into Urapenthe as punishment for digging too close to the truth. The fugitive Drake suggested that we travel to the Vor system. We hope to find evidence that will prove there is an internal threat to the Empire.
Lithium. Sekunde. Und den neuen... Das wollte ich jetzt nicht, Mensch. Neuen Photon-Torpedo wollte ich. Ja. Dann also auf zum Force-System. Plan ist heute auf jeden Fall noch Lieutenant Commander zu werden. Weil es ja dann ein neues Schiffchen für uns gibt.
Captain, we've entered the Bohr system. There's a starbase in orbit dead ahead. Huh. It's one of ours, but the record's listed as a research facility operated by Uridian scientists.
The Uridians are not known for their scientific prowess, but the research station is listed as a protected asset. According to your ship's computer, the Uridians have a trade agreement with a human scientist named Amar Singh. He is working with someone in the Empire on a genetic research project. It's unclear what Drake expected us to find here.
Ja, da will ich nur mal hin, wa?
This is Research Facility Logner Beta 3. I am Plardos Yarden, commander of the station. With whom am I speaking?
Lieutenant Kor.
We weren't informed there would be visitors today. How may we serve the Empire?
Commander Plardos, you will provide this ship's computer access to all recent station communication logs. You will also transmit a manifest of shipments and supply delivery receipts for the last month.
Well, this is unexpected. You do realize that we have an agreement with your government and Dr. Singh. Our research is highly classified. You do have some sort of official order granting permission to view these records?
This is sick.
Why are you attacking us? Please, we are not your enemy. You're completely mad. This is a top security installation. You don't have authorization to access our records. We're filing a formal complaint. Of course we're hiding something. We're conducting classified research. That's why you are not authorized to access station records. You do understand the concept of top secret, don't you? This is preposterous. We refuse to hand over top secret information without proper authorization. We will defend ourselves if necessary.
They've powered up defensive cannons and launched small craft.
Och, nö. Die Torpedos beide daneben wieder.
The station commander sent a distress signal. A ship is responding.
Was für ein Schiff?
Captain, Romulan warbird on sensors.
Ups. Warum die Romulaner?
Captain, the Romulans are hailing us.
We received a distress call from this station. We are here to provide assistance. Station Commander Plardos sounded distressed. He mentioned a disagreement with a Klingon vessel. It would be dishonorable of us not to investigate. We appreciate the delicate nature of the situation. Would you mind if we spoke with the station? Perhaps we could resolve any misunderstanding.
I find this very suspicious. Why would Romulans respond to a distress call here?
The Romulans hailed the station on an open frequency, then immediately switched to an encrypted channel. The Romulan ship hasn't raised shields. What are they up to?
I don't need to remind you that we're in Klingon territory. The fact that these Romulans are here at all could be the clue we need.
Captain, the station has transported several crates of goods to the Romulans.
Commander Plardos has explained the situation. It sounds as if there's been a miscommunication. The foolish bravado of the Klingon Empire. Attacking your own station and then accusing us of wrongdoing. I should have expected something like this. Very well. We'll communicate in terms you can understand.
Von hier aus.
Dropping out of war. Interesting. One of the Romulans is firing on the other. Other Romulan ship could be located.
This is Commander Teil of the Romulan Republic. We are here to cooperate with the Klingon Empire. Republic is thankful for your assistance. We had tracked the Tal Shiar to this system, but we would have been outmatched without your aid. The Romulan Republic faces many challenges, but conflict with the Klingon Empire should not be one of them. As a gesture of good faith, I'll share with you information that you might find to be of value. We believe Tal Shiar agents are collaborating with operatives in the Klingon Empire to steal weaponry and technology. We have uncovered large supplies of Klingon weapons on the planet Nimbus 3 that we believe are being stockpiled there by agents of the Empress. The stolen goods are being transferred through several facilities in the local sector, including this science station. The shipping manifests on the supply crates and the weapons themselves. By tracking the flow of goods, we've learned that there are agents in the Klingon Empire transferring stolen supplies to the Tal Shiar. Those supplies are being stockpiled on Nimbus 3. If you will help track down the source of those weapons, we will share our data with you. Transferring the data now. We expect the Klingon Empire to track down the source of these stolen goods and punish those responsible before more weapons fall into the wrong hands. If we discover any further information, we will notify the Empire's ambassador on Mol Rihan.
Please
Listen to me. We were only following protocol. We must ensure that our research doesn't fall into the wrong hands. We didn't know the shipments we were transferring were stolen. I was told that the crates were medical supplies needed on the war front. We didn't ask questions. Please, show mercy. We were only doing what we were ordered to do. Due to present circumstances, we will forego normal security authorization and provide the files you have requested. We live to serve the Empire.
We've received the data that Kemtar requested, Captain. It will take some time to analyze these files and track the source of the shipments. In the meantime, we are prepared to leave the system on your command.
Dann nichts wie raus hier.
Your officers have analyzed the shipping logs from the research facility. Their findings confirm what the Romulan Republic officer told us. Someone has been routing technology and weapons to the Tal Shiar, and they are going to great lengths to cover their tracks. An operation of this magnitude would require the resources of one of the houses. The shipments are being routed in such a way to conceal their point of origin. Our evidence is circumstantial. It was my eagerness to point fingers without proof that landed me in Urapinthe in the first place. We must exercise patience and wait for our prey to reveal themselves. My father is Ambassador Worf. He has many friends and many enemies. I tried to convince him that one of the houses was moving in the shadows against us. He either didn't believe me or didn't care. Either way, he made his decision when he refused to act after I was sent to Urapinthe. His pride is a weakness our enemy will try to exploit. You can try, but we must be prepared if he doesn't. We should at least warn him of the danger, even if he refuses to see the knife at his throat.
So. Von Mr. Hoof.
Perhaps. First, tell me who you are. Greetings. How may I assist you? That is an odd request. We stand in the courtyard of the Great Hall, and honor has no need of secrecy. If you cannot speak your mind in this place, then I have no desire to hear what you have to say. That is not my son's name. If Kemtar wishes to talk, tell him to come and speak to me. I will not communicate through intermediaries.
Oh.
He is the only one in danger, unless you have been foolish enough to listen to his tales. But you have already made that mistake. If you have spoken to him, then you have been to Urapinthe. I am Gintok to the House of Martok. Lady Sorella has declared vengeance on the House of Jimpok. It would not surprise me if all the great houses wish me dead. Tell my son that I am capable of defending myself. Romulans? That does not make sense. Jempok's position towards the Federation and the Tal Shiar is very clear. And in this, he has my house's full support. It would be foolish for any house to make such a connection. However, I would not be surprised to hear you mention the House of Duras. And that is exactly the sort of accusation that landed my son in a penal colony. Tell Kemtar that unless he has proof, he should stay silent. If he is a fugitive from Rurapente, he will only make his situation worse. I do not want to know any more about what you two are plotting.
Has Worf agreed to speak to us? What name I use is not important. Did you tell him what we've learned? Did you tell him the Romulans are involved? Given their history, I've considered the possibility that the House of Duras might be involved. Is he at least willing to review our evidence? Yacha! He is a stubborn old man and he is going to get himself killed. Agreed. If the Jinn talk to House Martok will not listen, we will take our concerns to the house itself. Martok's son Drex is off-world. I will contact Lady Cirilla and arrange a meeting.
These events are very disturbing.
Oh, man.
They paint a picture of a large conspiracy against prominent houses of the Empire. I will
Du hast
work
recht
with my
Langeweile, oder?
contacts to see what else
Bist
I
schon im
can
Stream
learn.
drinne?
And I will notify you when I have enough
Textest
lead
mich
to
jetzt noch
further
im
our investigation.
WhatsApp zu.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Wow. Oh, Gottes Willen.
Cirilla, Lady of the House of Martok, has requested that you meet her at the House Estate in the Ketha Lowlands.
Aber schön, dass
She
es
did
trotzdem
not
noch geschafft
explain
hast,
why she
ins
wanted to
Spiel
see
kommen.
you, but I expect that she has some tasks she would like completed. The House of Martok has lost much prestige since I took the Chancellor's seat. But they still have many allies among the KDF, and I am loath to reject Cirilla's request without a good reason. Gaining the favor of the House of Martok could serve you well. But remember, they have many enemies. I harbor no ill towards Cirilla, but do not get caught up in her vengeance against me. It would not be in your best interest.
Was gibt's denn hier jetzt? Aha, 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 aha.
Serve the Empire well.
Ja, ja. Uno momento, por favor. So.
Ah, the estate of House Martok. It has been too long. After Gowron stripped my house of its titles and lands, this place became my home. I will defend it and House Martok to my final breath. Come, Lady Cirilla waits for us ahead. Believe me when I say it is unwise to keep her waiting.
Cirilla.
Welcome. I will skip the usual pleasantries. We have serious matters to discuss. The House of Martok has many enemies. Some of them seek to curry favor with Jempok. or the House of Duras by striking at us. Until now, most of these attacks have been little more than a nuisance. But now we know that an enemy may be plotting to assassinate Worf, and my grandson, Maven, may also be a target. The filthy Baktag willing to carry out such dishonorable attacks must be stopped. And so, I ask you to find these assassins and eliminate them.
Any threat to House Martok will be dealt with, my lady. On that, you have my word as a warrior. Where...
He is on his way to the Batleth tournament on Forcus 3 with your father. Worf assured me that he would handle security matters during the trip, but that was before you reported your findings to me. Before you go, I have another concern. Our local farmers reported seeing a Romulan here recently. Given Kemtar's suspicions of a house collaborating with the Tal Shiar, it seems to be an odd coincidence. We need to know what the Romulan was doing here before you leave for the tournament.
Oh, ernsthaft? Das kann ich nicht hier drüber springen. Langweilig.
A Romulan? Here? Once I would have considered that impossible. But we live in strange times. Maybe they have come to their senses and joined with the Empire against the Federation. I haven't seen this Romulan myself, but one of the others might have. You have my leave to speak with the workers. One of them might have seen your pointy-eared interloper about.
Of what interest is a Klingon farm to a Romulan?
Ja, mal gucken, ob da irgendjemand den Romulaner gesehen hat.
The only thing I've paid attention to of late has been the lack of rain. But you're a warrior, not a farmer. You wouldn't be interested in that. Sorry I couldn't help you.
Da ist er bitte.
The Togs have been busy tearing up my roots, but other than that, I haven't seen anything unusual.
I remember seeing the Romulan. He said he was a surveyor hired to architect a new irrigation system. He set up equipment on the hill over there, but I haven't seen him lately. It wouldn't surprise me if he's up to no good. You can never trust a Romulan.
Da hatten doch
This
jemand gesehen.
surveyor may be more than he seems. The idea of a Romulan moving alone, freely on estate grounds? I do not like where this is going. Let's...
Ach Mann. Egal, war ja nur noch ein Satz. Romulaner.
I see the equipment there. It is definitely Romulan tech. That is definitely Romulan gear, but it is not surveying equipment. It is a short-range EM transmitter, not something a surveyor would use, Romulan or otherwise. I have a bad feeling about this. Disable it at once. Well done. We still have a suspicious Romulan on the loose, however. There is a shipping and receiving area nearby, close to a landing pad. I suggest speaking with the workers there. They may have seen our mysterious surveyor recently.
Halleluja. laufen. Ach Mann. Tag.
Yes, I remember this man. It's not every day you see a Romulan in the Kethan lowlands. He didn't say he was a surveyor, though. He told me that he was a part of a diplomatic delegation studying our agriculture.
Da labert gerade ein wenig leise.
Martok would have never let a Romulan set foot on our world. That's why I don't think much of Jim Park.
Ja.
He's too soft.
Die Angel lässt sich mal wieder filmen.
Goods to the farm. That is against our security procedures. Lady Sorella insists on authorizing all deliveries to the man. However, his codes were valid, and he had Lady Sorella's signature, so I did as he asked. His delivery arrived today. It is a large package we moved to the grain storage shed near the house of Martok's Manor. Tennep would know what was going on. He handles most of Lady Sorella's business transactions.
And now our surveyor is a diplomat. A Tal Shiar spy seems more likely. I processed that delivery. It was an order for the House of Martok. They needed explosives for digging out a new irrigation system. The order was placed by Lady Sorella, her signature and authorization codes. She must need the new irrigation channel badly. Normally, Sorella delays such tasks until the winter, when the farm hands aren't busy with planting and harvesting. This spy is clever, placing the explosives near the House of Martok's fertilizer stores. If he detonates them, the results will be devastating. I believe that device we found earlier was intended to be a trigger relay. Taking it out will slow the Romulan down, but it may not be enough to foil his plan. We should focus our search near the fertilizer shed. The spy will need a good vantage point to monitor the area before he triggers the detonation. Come, the hunt continues. Use your scanner to search for Romulan life signs.
So, bevor wir den Spion jetzt aufspüren, machen wir eine kurze Pinkelpause, sonst platzt gleich meine Blase. Bis gleich.
getting weaker. The signal is getting stronger. 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 The signal is getting stronger.
Ich sollte auch mal das Mikro wieder runter machen, ne? Ich will Kopf.
The signal is getting stronger. The signal is getting stronger. The signal is getting stronger.
Oh, das steht
The
ja
signal is getting stronger.
Halleluja.
Your scanner has enough data to provide a direct line to the target.
Da ist er.
There, by the ship. What is that Romulan
The
doing?
House of Martok will crumble, and with it, the rest of the Klingon Empire. You cannot stop what has begun.
Treacherous for shock! It's an ambush! They're finished. Deal with that bomb before it kills us all.
Warte. Ich muss doch den Loot noch einsammeln.
This ship, it is the Rotaran, the flagship of House Martok. That Romulan wanted to blow up more than fertilizer. It would have been a fatal blow, both to the house and its honor. Wicha! One thing is clear. Whoever is behind this plot has no honor. Not even a Fekiri would join forces with the Tal Shiar. It is madness! We must continue the hunt, my friend. The Romulan still draws breath, and as long as he lives, our troubles will multiply. A piece of Baktok probably beamed up to a cloaked vessel in orbit. Let us return to your ship and see if we can find it.
Okay. Kann ich auch.
Ever since Gempok recognized the government on New Romulus, the number of Romulan ships in orbit over Kronos has increased. Most of them have legitimate reasons for being here. As a diplomat, I realize that harassing such a ship could lead to an incident. That's trouble we do not need. Very well. I am willing to continue, as long as you understand that discovering the vessel that holds our quarry will be difficult. There's a lot of warp and impulse traffic in the area. It's too much for the scanners to handle, especially if we're dealing with a cloaked ship. That's assuming the ship is still in the system. They may have gone to warp as soon as the spy stepped off the transporter pad. Ah,
Your intuition served us well, my friend. Scanners are detecting trace singularity distortions from the nearby asteroids. I believe a cloaked Romulan warbird recently entered warp there. If we get a closer scan, I will be able to plot a course based on the warp trail signature.
Mal Gas! Full Gas!
I'm being pursued by annoying Klingon insects. What are they called? As much as I would love to dance, I have a pressing appointment elsewhere, so let's change party.
Let's see if we can follow the warp trail of the Romulan leader. Scanning. Ah, there it is. Warp trail detected. Sensor analysis indicates that the Romulan is headed for the Forcus system. Agreed. I believe Lady Sorella's suspicions were correct. The Romulans mean to kill Maven and anyone that gets in their way, like my father. Both Maven and my father are formidable warriors, but even they can be overwhelmed by numbers and treachery. I must go to Forcus to warn them. Will you join me, my friend? We have arrived in the Forcus system. The Warbird's warp trail ends here. She's out there, somewhere. Initiating sensor sweep now. I've hailed him several times, but he has not answered. Either he is unable to respond, or unwilling to respond. Let us hope he is engaged with the Bat'leth tournament, and watching over Maven. We will need to beam down to the surface to know for certain. Yes, she is dropping into orbit over Forcus 3 and hailing us. It appears Commander Tarson would like a word.
You're becoming an annoyance. You have made yourself a target by defending the House of Martok. By following me here, you've given me no choice but to destroy you.
Oh yeah. tarn mich mal. Dann fliegen wir da noch ein bisschen hin. Feuer! Feuer! Alles was wir haben. Bleib mal schön da.
Be
Hey!
close. Scan for energy traces so we can follow.
Feigen, Mistsäcke. Gott, sind die feige. Ups. Zack. Was? Oh. Ah, da ist der Feigling wieder. Feigling, Feigling.
We must find it. Quickly.
So kurz davor, ey. Sehe es doch jetzt schon kommt, dass der jetzt gleich wieder die Grundschiffe herschickt. Die ich erstmal wieder kaputt machen darf.
You cannot stop what is already
Das
set
war
in
doch so
motion.
klar.
The Klingon Empire will fall.
Aha, der Spannung hat es gebracht. So, Feigling, herkommen. Sagen. Jetzt mache ich ihn platt. Jetzt mache ich ihn platt. Kaboom!
Tarson may have beamed himself and his agents to the surface. He also has Klingon traitors aiding his cause. We have more work to do, my friend. Let us beam down and attempt to contact Maven and my father before things get worse.
Na dann nichts wie runter da.
Any Romulans here will be well hidden, but their Klingon allies will be able to move freely. Even so, someone might have noticed some unusual behavior. Let's...
Ach. Wieder zu früh geklickt. Ja, aber machen wir mal.
Did you see Jim Puck when he was young and still fighting in the tournaments? Oh, now that was something to behold. He was masterful and fluent, not like the young tarts here these days. I'm surprised that some of them can hold on to their badness for the entire match. Huh?
Also, das war der. Ich dachte, ich hab mit dem geredet.
Another stout warrior eager to hear the story of my glory days in battle. Pull up a chair and I'll allow you the honor of buying me a Logline.
Definitiv betrunken. So wie der gelallt hat.
Have you seen the fighter from the House of Duras? He looks like a real contender for champion standing. I'll bet you a barrel of blood wine that he wins without taking a single wound.
General Chang fought Dahar Master Corps, both in their prime fighting condition. Who do you think would take champion stand?
And what do you think of the new rule restricting bottomless links to between 110 and 120 centimeters?
Kann jetzt mal irgendjemand das sagen, was ich wissen
Do you
will?
really think a Romulan would be foolish enough to beam down to an arena filled with hundreds of Klingon warriors? Besides, ever since that one tournament where the champion of the House of Mokai used a transporter to steal his opponent's bat'leth in the middle of a fight, there are transport inhibitors in place. The only places they can operate are the transport pads and cargo storage.
The enemy is devious, moving in disguise. Tactics worthy of House Mokai, but not a true Klingon warrior. If they're posing as cargo haulers, they will have access to the locker rooms where competitors store their gear. They need only wait there for Maven between rounds and strike when he least expects it.
Oh, na endlich.
Hearing the chanting and sounds of bat'leths reminds me of the first time I celebrated the Kot Maval festival. That was the first time I remember understanding what it means to be a Klingon warrior.
Speak quickly. I have a tournament to run and little time for fools. Access is limited to maintenance staff and competitors. If you have a security concern, take it up with security. I am, and you will explain your impudence before I show you why I am in charge. The hard way.
There is another way. Is it still possible to enter the tournament?
Not as a competitor, but we do have an opening for an exhibition match. One of the fighters put enough blood wine in his gut to drop the Gone King and had to withdraw. If you wish to take his place, I will allow it. Then combat you shall have. No firearms are allowed. You must use a melee weapon. A batleth is preferred, but this is an exhibition, so you may use an unconventional melee weapon if you wish. Even one of those Vulcan Lurpas they will.
Ach ja, Laber. Laber nicht.
And now, an exhibition match.
Ja. Komm schon. Zack.
This concludes the exhibition. Our next match will begin shortly. Ha! You fight well. Work on your form, and you might qualify for next year's tournament. You may use the locker rooms to clean up. Go. Should you have the courage, I will allow you the honor of buying me a blood wine later. Perhaps we will see if you drink as well as you fight.
I said that I would tell you the story of how I came to be called Kemtar. Kemtar was the name of a warrior who saved my father from assassins.
What's
on the
this?
right.
A globfly buzzes into these hollow chambers?
Kemtar to honor
This is a place for competitors.
to remind me of what it means
Speak off the insect
be
buzzes
Klingon.
still. I think it is time I stifled it permanently. Last chance, globfly. Leave on your own 2 feet or on the barge to Grethor. Your choice.
More traitors in league with Tarsi. They must be preparing to strike.
Oh, diese Nase.
Maven has fallen to treachery. The House of Martok will have its revenge.
Ach, das war doch der Spion.
Tor, I need reinforcements.
Also anscheinend wird das Stream heute wahrscheinlich länger gehen wie 3 Stunden, weil ich will definitiv in dem Stream noch Lieutenant Commander werden, also einmal aufsteigen. Wurf! Ja. Was macht denn jetzt der Wurf hier? Bleib doch mal
What is the
stehen.
meaning of this, Alexander? Maven was sent here to replace his equipment, and yet I find you here, surrounded by Romulans with the grandson of Martok dead at your feet. Explain yourself.
Lady Sorella feared that you alone would not be able to keep her grandson safe. We followed these Romulans here, and would have stopped them had these halls not been filled with Klingon traitors. And where were you when these assassins struck?
I see you have been listening to my son's conspiracy theories again. He talks of peace and uniting the houses, yet here he is, with a blade in his hand, looking for glory. I told you I wanted nothing to do with this.
While you were here at the tournament, assassins moved against Lady Sorella at her own estate. If we hadn't tracked down this agent and disarmed his explosive, she would be dead as well. At every step, we have encountered Klingons hiding in the shadows, with blades at our backs.
I have not seen this evidence, but I believe what you say. We will get to the bottom of this. That does not mean we can act rashly. If there were Klingons aiding these agents, then we are still in danger.
Agreed. A great house conspiring with the Tal Shiar to assassinate other Klingons. And it is not just a theory. How high does the corruption go?
Sorella and the rest of the House of Martok will mourn for her grandson. But I must also see that security remains a priority. To start, I am sending you a recruit from our house, the warrior Valera. She's been personally trained by me and will aid your crew as we fight against the House of Torg.
House
Congratulations,
Torg.
Lieutenant.
My former James were from that house. At least, before we sent them to Grethel on the frozen tundra of Rurapente. You have fought with me this far, my friend. Will you see this through to the end? Help me serve House Torg, a dish colder than the gulag they used to command.
Na dann erstmal auf wieder zum Schiffchen.
The idea that one of the great houses is conspiring with Romulans to attack House Martok is troublesome. Come to the Kethel Lowlands. Worf and I would be honored if you would participate in Maven's Hecate. Once we have put our family matters to rest, you may work with Worf and Kemtar to determine our plan of attack. Serve the Empire well.
Hab ich vor. Da kriegen neue Schilde. Nehmen wir den hier noch mit neuen Schilden. Kriegt er das hier noch. Dann einmal das hier. Dann zum nächsten Ziel fliegen. Also die Mission machen wir jetzt noch. Ich kann ja mal kurz gucken. Achso, das ist schon die zweite Episode. Ja, da. Dann machen wir die Episode jetzt noch fertig, wa?
Maven was the heir of House Martok. We will be diminished without him. He died as a warrior born, and soon he will join his honored ancestors in the halls of Stovokor.
Ja. Also machen wir die Episode noch zu Ende, dann bin ich wahrscheinlich dann einmal am Rang aufgestiegen. Also Stufe 10, krieg ein neues Schiff, das machen wir dann alles noch zusammen im Stream. Und dann ist für heute Feierabend.
You honor my house by returning the body of Maven to his home. My grandson was very traditional. In his honor, we shall perform an akvo. Together, we will follow our ancient traditions by watching over Maven until his spirit is ready for the journey to Stovokor. I would be honored if you joined us in the akvo.
In the flash, before the night, you heard the call of Stovokor. The warriors singing. Cry out your name. Welcome home. Welcome home. Let not your heart be filled with fear. The spirit soars on honor's wings. Your heart is singing. You found your way. Welcome home. Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Thank you for participating in the akvo. It is important that we remember our traditions. Together, We have kept away the predators that would take Meven's body before his spirit was ready to leave for Stovokor. Now he may seek the fellowship of Martok and continue the warrior's journey.
Pardon my interruption, Gintok. We have an urgent security matter. House of Torg warriors was seen gathering in the first city. We have word that they are planning an assault, and will be here any moment.
Send an alert to everyone on the estate. I will see to Lady Sorella. Prepare your men. We will not let these dogs catch us by surprise. Here they come. Show them no mercy.
Defend Lady Sorella!
House Torg will end you, Martok fool! And your pathetic house!
You desecrated the Achbor, and for that, you will die.
The ferry for Grathor leaves soon, and you shall be on it, you worthless Garut.
More enemies approach.
Torg sent his lackeys to attack us during a sacred ritual. He is truly a dishonorable Takek, and I will have my vengeance. Worf, Kemtar, honored allies of House Martok, hear me now. Lead our warriors against the House of Torg and bring an end to their treachery once and for all.
After everything you have done on behalf of the House of Martok, I ask that you see this campaign to its conclusion. The House of Torg must not be allowed to survive this day. The House of Torg's main base is located in the Gorath system. I will prepare our fleet, and we will attack while we have the advantage. Take Alexander with you, and he will ensure your ship is recognized as an ally by our fleet. Torg will soon discover that the House of Martok is stronger than he was led to believe. Make contact with the fleet when you enter the Gorath system to receive further instructions.
Okay. Entschuldigt mal kurz, ich bin gleich wieder da. Ich muss nur kurz mein Handy-Ladekabel mal holen. Mein Handy geht gleich aus. Kaum stehe ich da, stehe ich auf, steht die Katze auch auf. Oh Mann, ey. Anstatt die einfach mal liegen bleibt. So.
We've arrived in the Gorath system. Our transponder signal has been linked to the Martok fleet commander, and we're receiving battle instructions. The IKS Mooj will follow us. Our task is to destroy hard assets that Torg could use to mount a counterattack.
Ja, offene Schlacht. Dann wollen wir mal. verschiedene Wohnstreifen. Das ist maßlos. Noch mit. Hello, freighter.
There is one of the freighters. Target it before it can escape.
So geht das natürlich auch. So. Das ist mir jetzt erstmal wurscht. Das ist meine Verstärkung. Die werden sich drum kümmern. Da ist der Frachter. Du entkommst mir nicht hier.
There is one of the freighters. Target it before it can escape.
Oh! Und weg ist er.
With these assets.
Ja, das machen wir jetzt ein bisschen schneller, bevor die mich hier alle angreifen. Vielleicht schaffen wir es ja doch noch in der Viertelstunde.
At last, the stronghold of House Torg. This will be over soon. Torg is here, trapped like a Hadibach. That will make him dangerous, but not invincible. Coward that he is, Torg will put all of his warriors in our path, including his son, Seged. Perhaps we will have vengeance for Maven sooner than we expected.
Oh, endlich hat Gelaber. Gott, wie ich das Gelaber hasse jedes Mal.
Segen's quarters are up ahead. Despite...
Ja, jetzt laber mich nicht zu. Der hat hier angegriffen, der labert mich schon nicht zu, Alter. Aber wieder egal.
What's this? Matak assassins! Here? Madness!
Segen! nicht mit Korb an. Komm, 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 komm. Tot. Diese Scheißmotte, die geht mir so auf den Kranz.
Tor severed Martok's bloodline when he killed Maven. Now, with the death of Segen, we have our revenge! As it has always been, my friend. As it always will be. For we are Klingon!
Ja.
We must seek any further evidence of Torg's treason. We can use what we find when we bring him before the Council.
Hier lang? Ja, hier muss ich wahrscheinlich. Wie sagt denn die Karte? Ah, hier sind da unten auch schon wieder Feinde. Enemies!
Idiots! You told us this place was secure!
Nee, der ist nicht sicher. Der ist mal ganz und gar nicht sicher. Plopp, 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 plopp. Hab ich ja gar nicht gesehen. Ich latsch mal hier oben rum.
You dare to interrupt my drinking? You Martok fools must really want to die.
Ich war's nicht. Ja, raus aus dem Explosionsradius. So. Was haben wir denn jetzt hier?
Those shipping containers in the back court are not of Klingon design.
Da muss irgendwo was drin sein. Ah.
These are Romulan shipping containers, but they're filled with Klingon weapons and technology. These crates are similar to those we found in the Vor system. According to the shipping manifests, they're scheduled to be transferred to a freighter with a destination somewhere within Romulan space. This evidence connects Tor directly to the information we received from the Romulan Republic captain. Tor is selling weapons and secrets to the Tal Shiar, and in exchange, they provide him with deniable assets, ships and assassins to remove his competitors.
Ja.
You fight well, but you will go no further, assassins!
Torg must be locked in his audience chamber. We must get those doors open!
Lass mich doch erstmal die Typen hier alle killen, bevor ich hier irgendwas öffne. jetzt her? So, weg mit euch. Oh Gott, diese Nase.
That is far enough, you filthy piece of bastard! Did you think that you could walk into my home, kill my son, and live to tell about it?
Sag mal, den muss ich mir merken. Der ist gut. Und Hallöchen.
Your corruption is poison. You talk of honor, but have none of your own. You see power, yet trade it to our enemies for personal gain. You rule a great house, yet have no understanding of what makes our people great.
Don't talk to me of our people, Alexander, son of Worf. It is because of half-breeds like you that our people have grown weak. The fact that Martok accepted you into his family is reason enough for me to destroy his house. You have no idea what the future holds for our people. If you knew what the Romulans have told me, you would beg to join us.
Whatever the future may bring to the Empire, you will not be a part of it, Torg. I will see to that. Perhaps, in the future, there will be peace between our houses, but...
You dare insult me with talk of peace, as you stand there with the blood of my son on your hands? There will be no peace between us, mongrel. I will not rest until every man, woman, and child of House Martok are among the honorless dead, bound for Greathor. Take care of these assassins, and bring me Alexander. I want to teach him a lesson.
Coward! He used his transport! He has escaped for now, but when we are finished, we will make sure that he has nowhere to run. There will be no safe haven in the entire Empire for Tor. We must take the evidence we've collected to Kronos and present it to the High Council. Once Chancellor Jempok knows of Torg's treason, there will be justice at last. Perhaps they...
Ach, immer diese Ladezeiten.
Incoming hail. It is my father.
The remainder of our fleet has assembled in the system. The House of Torg has called in Romulan reinforcements, but if we stick to our offensive strategy, we will prevail. Form up behind the IKS Taj, and we will teach these fools how to fight ship to.
Ja, ja. Das war ja einfach. Dann ab der Bosch zurück nach Kronos.
Reading a few ships on attack vectors, all with House Torg registries. Someone doesn't want us to present our evidence to the High Council. It does not matter. I did not come this far to fall in battle to the lackeys of Torg.
Da machen wir heute mal ein bisschen länger wie 21 Uhr.
My father has contacted Chancellor Jempok and explained the situation. He is waiting for us in the Great Hall. The Chancellor and the High Command are waiting for us as well. There, my father will formally accuse Torg of treason. Father tells me that Torg will be present as well. That should make things interesting.
Oh ja, wenn der mit dabei ist, dann dürfte es echt interessant werden.
It is time. We must confront Torg. Tell me when you are ready.
Ja, da ist er. Lol.
Ambassador Worf and Kimtar. An interesting band of warriors, to be sure. The time has come. We are ready to hear your claim. Are you prepared to show evidence to support it?
Ja, Kanzler.
Worf, son of Moog, you have called this council on a very serious matter. Speak.
The House of Martok will show evidence that Torg, son of Cormog, has committed acts of treason.
I will not stand by and let the House of Martok spread more lies and deceit to this council.
This brave warrior, together with my son Alexander, uncovered a plot by the House of Torg to transfer weapons and classified technology to our enemies in the Romulan Star Empire. We have presented to the Chancellor's aides physical evidence and computer logs that will trace stolen weapons from the exchange through the House of Torg to agents within the Tal Shiar.
This dishonorable Baktok would say anything to hide the weakness and decay in his own house.
The evidence is clear, Torg. It is the finding of this council that you have lost all sight of honor and are guilty of treason. The accusation stands. The judgment is discommendation. From this point forward, the House of Torg will be no more.
Ha ha.
You have killed my son. You have stripped my house of honor. I will burn in the fires of Breathor. But not before I kill you!
Father, look out!
Alexander!
Du Arsch, Alter.
We will control the Empire. Kill these fools!
Jetzt darf ich ihn killen, jetzt darf ich ihn killen. Hoffentlich. Es sei denn, er ist doch so eine feige Sau. Oh, geh doch mal. Alter, hier nervt wie die Pest gerade. Mein Gott. Gott hat ja viel Leben.
Bring me out of here! Now!
Was ist denn das für eine feige Sau? Boah, geht der mir auf den Sack.
It seems I am not the warrior I should have been, Father.
You were warrior enough to save me. All that matters now is that you are my son.
And for that, I am proud.
Save your strength, son. Help is coming.
They will be too late. Today is a good day. to die.
It will be a good death. You are a warrior.
Oops.
This tragedy will not be forgotten. I want to thank you for rescuing my son from Rurapente and allowing him to die with honor. You have done much for the House of Martok, but we have also lost much. Perhaps, but the pain will remain. Alexander never realized that he truly was Kimtar, both then and now. We must remember to stay true to our beliefs. Only then can we live and die with honor. Until we meet again, warrior.
Der arme Alexander. Aber das war's jetzt.
We will make sure the House of Torg is properly punished for their cowardly actions. Torg has been on the council for many years, and I thought I knew his heart. I was wrong. I had no part in or knowledge of his acts against the House of Martok. For that, he will pay dearly.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Congratulations! You have proven yourself.
Come on, I bring news from the war, and an opportunity for honor and glory. We recently took the...
Everything we do is for the Empire.
Das Geheimnisse von Nimbus. Wo ist das denn? Na egal. Achso, hier war ja auch noch. Erlaubt den Brückenoffiziere in einer Minenbarriere geschützt haben. Klingt gut. Dann haben wir hier Ausdauertraining und hier gleich noch. Das. Schiffswerft. Hauptmission. Gehen wir jetzt. Dann machen wir jetzt das, was ich die ganze Zeit schon machen wollte. Neues Schiffchen. Dann fliegen wir noch zur nächsten Mission hin und dann machen wir für heute Feierabend. Würde ich mal behaupten. So, wer ist jetzt hier fürs Schiff verantwortlich? Der hier. Schiffe erhalten. Ja, bitte. Ich möchte Lieutenant Commander, bitte. Und zwar kann man hier auch irgendwie... Technischer Schlachtkreuzer, der hier. Puronor. Nee. Grack. Ja, weg. Ah, der klingt gut. So. Jetzt aufpassen. Bleibt erstmal so, dann kriegt Chikren das. Kegan kriegt das Ding. Der kriegt das Ding. Spitz. Oder ne, machen wir So. Das ist Taktik, ja. Ja, da bin ich ja nicht. Ich habe schon gekriegt. Balera. Das Ding. Und das Ding. Dann ballere ich hier alles mal raus, was neu ist. Raus hier. Kriegt der hat das Standardzeug wieder. Das passt so. Schiffsverwalter möchte ich gerne. Bereit machen. So. Ja, weg. Das stört mich jetzt gerade ein bisschen. Ich möchte gerne hier die Disruptoren drin haben. Das alles drin haben. Das drin haben. So, dann hier ist die Lithium wieder. Dann machen wir erstmal hier einen Recycler, dass das alles mal ein bisschen leerer wird wieder. Ja, das kann man noch behalten, das kann ich eigentlich mit reinnehmen. Das Hypospray kommt mit weg. So. Und dann dürfte der jetzt dafür zum Schiff anpassen sein. Genau. Na toll, der kann ja gar nichts anpassen. Egal. Bitte mal auf das Schiff beamen. So, dann wird erstmal die Energie wieder gemacht. Waffen komplett hoch. Achso, ich hab's ja hier. Komplett hoch. Gut, können wir so lassen. Gucken wir mal, wie wendig das Ding hier ist. Hui. Gut, dann ab die Post zur nächsten Mission und die machen wir dann nächste Woche Mittwoch wieder zum Sci-Fi-Mittwoch. Dann ist für heute Feierabend. Dann würde ich mal behaupten, allen vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen, fürs dabei gewesen sein. Freitag geht's wieder weiter mit dem Point-and-Click-Freitag mit Grim Fandango. Gucken, wie weit wir da am Freitag kommen. Und dann sag ich, wie immer, adios amigos. Und da heute ja auch der Sci-Fi Mittwoch ist, lebt lang und in Frieden. Adios.